Okay, so this is shelter number 4. Note to self, pigs will come to the gate even if you're not feeding them at the gate. So it just becomes quicksand, literally. Even though we weren't feeding them at that gate, they just hover. They know, just like horses, they go to the gate. They know where you're coming in. So this is really overkill, but I was desperate to do something, and I couldn't come up with some short panels. So I did 3 10-foot gates. Couldn't even get all the same kind. So the good news is they can be used as gates later. But, and then, well, Dan did all this, but we designed it together. So tarp on studs, whoops, falling. So the beauty of this is that you're feeding on the outside. They're not, you know, knocking you over by accident. I got the culvert tied to the thing, to the corner. This just will feed these 9 at this size. As they get bigger, it becomes more like a 6-pig max for more like adults. But their bedding is dry, their food is dry. They're not stepping in the food with total mud. And then the water comes off the roof, mostly, and fills their water trough. Oh, lovely slimy green. That's just because we had some sun. So, every so often, you do have to dump, clean, and start again. But this is the water collection. The only bad thing with having their bedding just on the other side of the water is they tend to, especially when you give them new bedding, it's bedding flying everywhere. So it ends up, not that the hay is necessarily that dirty, but it ends up in the water and then it gets funky sooner than later. So anyway, any version of this, I mean, you can use plywood, you can use metal, you can use tarps. Most of the time I'm doing it without all this framing. We were just trying to make something that wouldn't tear. So that's why we tried this style. I've got more that are just strung tarps. There's one over there, but you can't see it, so anyway. I think that's it. So food on the inside, water on the outside, on the downslope, and if you want to put a little barricade with to keep the hay out of the water, that's nice. But, you know, there's always muck on the outside, but as they transition in, it gets drier and drier. Yay! Hi, pig! Pig, pig!